that their country has been economically struggling over the last few years. So we're excited to listen to what Dr. Mazinga has to say on that behalf, because despite the vast wealth that they hold in natural resources, the country remains to be one of the poorest in the world. This paradox, often called the resource curse, highlights the complex relationship between natural resources abundance and economic underdevelopment. Dr. Mazinga is an associate professor of finance here at Morningside University's School of Business, a position that he's held since 2017. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Applied Economics with a focus on financial management from the University of Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo in 1985. Dr. Mazinga earned a Master's of Arts in African Studies in 1994 and a PhD in Agriculture and Consumer Economics, specializing in agricultural finance and economic development in 2004 from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. For his doctorate dissertation, he developed a stochastic farm-level accounting simulation model to evaluate the impact of federal income tax reforms on farm businesses. Before coming to the United States, Dr. Mazinga gained valuable experience as an advisor to the Permanent Accounting Council of the DRC from 1986 to 1987, and as a senior executive at the Commercial Bank of Zaire, BCZ, from 1987 to 1989. He also taught financial accounting, economics, and statistics at private colleges. Dedicated to student learning, Dr. Mazinga has received numerous teaching awards. As a graduate assistant at the University of Illinois, he was honored with the Outstanding Graduate Teaching Assistant Award in 1999 and 2000, and the Distinguished Graduate Teaching Assistant Award in 2000 as well. Later, as a faculty member at University of Dubuque, he was named Teacher of the Year in 2011 and 2012. Dr. Mazinga's research interests spanned on a variety of topics, including teaching effectiveness, accounting and taxation, financial performance of farm firms, higher education assessment, and reforms in emerging countries. Dr. Mazinga is married to Dr. Annie Quinoa Mazinga, and they have 3 children, Ted, Tisa, and Tina, all along with 2 granddaughters. Everybody give a warm welcome to Dr.
Thank you, Tom, for the warm introduction. So it is an honor and privilege to speak at the third Global Awareness event, and I am incredibly grateful to our attendees, including President Moses, Albert Mosley. Whenever I see President Mosley, I think I can't really do President Mosley, and also my esteemed colleagues, except Ben, and all of you who have come here. So today, we are going to talk about a subject that touches our shared humanity, which is the dilemma that the Democratic Republic of Congo faces, a country home to rich minerals. You name it, we have it. You name it, we have it. However, the country, the population is poor. So, today, we have 2 goals. First, our mission in the business department is that we want to train globally aware business leaders. And this kind of event is one of the activities that will introduce you to what is happening outside the United States. So we wanted to be involved into the international affairs. And secondly, we want, when I say we, my colleagues, we want to make sure that you understand that a country can be rich and also poor. Because as you know from theory, from what you have learned from zinc, back to zinc, when you have wealth, it's correlated with the economic growth. But I'm going to show you that it's not always the case. Deal? So remember these two goals. So the goals, I gave you the goals. I'm going to spend only 15 minutes because my boss, Dale, is there. Oh, yeah, good. Dale said Mozilla, it takes 15 minutes. Once I'm done, I'm going to take 30 minutes now here. After my presentation, you are going to be divided into 4 groups, small groups with professors. You are going to the room and you're going to brainstorm. So you're going to have, each group will have one specific question. So the professor will choose 3 students in the group to report. One will report on the challenges that the Congo face. Second, students will talk about the potential solution. And the third student will talk about the stakeholders. Do you understand me? Do you understand the word coming out of my mouth? Okay, good. I'm going to be very fast. So, this is the map of Africa. If you don't remember from, I know Cash does not remember the map of Africa ever since he left high school. Congo is right here in the middle. Well, it's right here. Can everybody see that? So, this little country right here, in the red, I think this is red, right? Yeah, I don't think it's pink, it's red. My students know they will make fun of me. So this country is Rwanda. A tiny country. But they are controlling the Democratic Republic of Congo. Why? This part of the country, right here, the eastern part of Congo, right here, this part is the region where we have those strategic minerals. If you have a cell phone, if you have a computer, if you drive a car, I want you to know that the mineral they are using coming from Congo. And more than 5 million people have been displaced from their places, their villages. Women killed, sexually abused for the minerals. You understand? So it is something that we believe that the international community is not paying attention to it. All is about Ukraine. All is about Guantanamo, blah, blah, blah. But what happened in Africa and Congo is silent. Nobody talks about it. So I will show you that this part of the eastern part of Congo, actually how the international community, how from the multinational firms are financing rebels from Rwanda to come into Congo and to get our minerals cheap and to go make sure that Tesla works. Do you understand the background very clear? I want to hear yes, sir. Good. Let's continue. I have a quick video. This is what is happening in the east of Congo. These men work so that we can make telephone calls. They're mining coltan, which is indispensable for the production of mobile phones. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the world's second largest supplier of this rare mineral. Fungan is a model mine. Of Congo, the eastern part of Congo I showed you is the region that has been in war for almost 30 years, right? Yeah. So that's the reason why, basically, I'm not going to touch on politics. the Rwanda and the multinational firms, those big boys in Europe, even the United States, I think politically the goal is to balkanize that region, to divide that region to become separate, independent countries. But we are watching. That's why we are very concerned about that part. So, what about the minerals? I told you that we are home to vast reserve of strategic minerals. You name it, like I said, we have it. And we are, regarding the cobalt, I think we have the number one producer in the world. Let's continue. Those are the minerals that we have. And also Congo, by his position, Congo is in the middle of Africa, in the center. So strategically, we are one of the biggest players in the supply, the global supply chain of the minerals. So right now, the African nation, they're trying to build a road going from South Africa all the way to the north, from north-south, and also from east-west. So that those roads will be passing through Congo. So Congo is in a very strategic position for the supply chain. Now, let's continue. I'll show you Congo. This is, first of all, if you like this PowerPoint, thank you to my our administrative secretary, just did all this. Because if I showed you my PowerPoint, I think I would have been fired. But thank you, Jess. I appreciate it. Okay, minerals, what do we have? We have cobalt, gold, diamond, tantalum, those are scientific names, lithium. All of these, we have it. I'm not going to spend some time describing it. Now, what are the industries that are using the strategic minerals? None of the African presidents were invited. But our former president, Kabila, who controls also the mining area, has been invited. We had a meeting with the owner of Tesla. You know, I don't want to say his name because whenever I say his name, I feel like I did do something. So he has been invited by that guy. You understand? We were invited to go and attend the meeting. My wife and I, we decided not to go through. Because they did not explain to us the reason why we were invited. But we have been told not to go. Another country, China. Firms come from China. Germany. All these firms are present in Congo, in the eastern part of Congo, for our material resources. Switzerland, South Korea, all this kind of Belgium. Now, our place, what you see there, we have our minerals overview. I don't want to go over this, but I just want to know that we are number one producers of cobalt. Congo is top 5 in almost each mineral that we have there. Top 5. In 1973, for instance, one Congolese franc was equivalent to $2. You see how powerful our economy was. Do you understand what I'm talking about? One Congolese exchange rate, one Congolese franc was equivalent to $2. So if you want to have $1, you're going to give him two. You want to have one Congolese franc, you're going to give him $2. The economy was very strong. Our educational system, most of the African kids from all over the country, they were coming to Congo for education. I remember when I was a student there, all the students from South Africa, from Gambia, everywhere, they come to Congo to study. Now, our university is not even the top 200 best university in Africa. Because what? Because we cannot provide education. But let me tell you something. among the M23, we also have Congolese citizens of Congo against our own people, corrupted to kill his own people for the minerals. They are rich because they don't care about the population. 5 minutes, I'll be done. Technology, I told you about the industries, aerospace, clean energy, you name it, we are involved. Now, the population, I told you that this population is poor. I got a couple statistics right there. The gross domestic product per capita, income per capita, $627 a year. If you look at the average, African average, the highest GDP per capita is right here, 21,000. Average 2,000. Look at the, right here. Poverty, the people living with less than $2, 78%. With less than $6, 98% of the population poor. But we have those millions. Okay? We also have an explanation, colonization. When the white man came to colonize Africa, most likely the Democratic Republic of Congo, all they reproduced, we had an economy called export-oriented economy, upward-oriented economy. All the roads in Congo, when you look at the road don't connect the regions. Everything is toward export. This is how our economy has been built from colonization. And we have a conflict, the way Africa was divided. We have Tutsi, we have the same ethnic group in Rwanda, in Congo, and it is a mess. Those are just corruption. Corruption is the number one crime in Congo. Somebody will take $50 million from the government because he's a good friend to the president. He's going to go to jail for 1 month and comes back Minister of Economics. Of Economy, I'm sorry. So we have law. So basically what I'm saying is foreign firms, governments they have their eyes on our minerals. That's the reason why a country like Rwanda does not have coltan. But when you look at the statistics of the World Bank, they export more than Congolese. Why? Because when they took the mineral from Congo, it goes through Rwanda. So the statistics start from Rwanda. Rwanda doesn't have coltan, but last year they produced about 2,070 kilo of coltan, but they don't have it. So it means what? Jeff, you can export without producing it. That's a new theory you should teach those kids. But it can only be done through corruption. Don't tell the kids like that. Okay? So, international stakeholders, we have the USA, we have France, we have China, we have everybody's eyes in the mineral of Congo. Because if Congo declares, we are independent. But if we control the mining, we control the minerals, Tesla is not going to get the same percentage of the coltan to make a record. The same thing that you're having now is going to cost maybe it's going to be more expensive. So there is a ghost in the phone that you're using. There's a ghost. You have financed war in Congo when they're using those phones. Thank you.
Alright, so as Dr. Mazinga talked about earlier, we're now going to split up into your class groups. So group number 1 is going to be Marilyn and Dan's class. You guys are going to 105. And you guys are going to be talking about the DRC's paradox of being rich in resources but poor in economic development. Each of your guys' groups is going to be talking about what challenges they face within this topic, what solutions there are within this topic, and then a stakeholder analysis. So your professors are going to know this, but there's going to be 3 students from each group that's going to come back and talk to the whole group about what you guys came up with in your group. So group 1, Dan Maryland's group, just wait 1 second. We'll just have everybody move at once. It'll be faster. Group 2 is going to be talking about leveraging mineral wealth while avoiding the resource curse. This is going to be James and Paula. You guys are going to 106. Group 3 is going to be benefiting local communities from mineral wealth without exploitation. This is going to be Twyla and Mark's class. You guys are going to be going to 107. And then finally, finally, the last class is going to be the role of international powers in the DRC's development. This is going to be Jeff and Lawrence's class in 109, so staying here. Jay's class will also stay here as well if there is anybody. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, everybody, split off into your group. He does. We have Capstone. Capstone, thank you.